What's that friend's name that had that accident that day?
Sean Jarrett.
Would you have his phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Jared?
Jarrett, like not. It's with a T, not a D. An SHAWN.
And what day was this accident?
Like I said, I don't know off the top of my head, but I remember calling him up and giving him
I remember you calling me with that content. I just need to find it.
914-374-9528. Because I remember him giving me a call when I was driving after doing this, picking her up, and her getting her car, and her following me. I remember specifically him calling me saying, asking if I could come get him because he lives all the way over by Rollins.
Can you call him real quick and see if he remembers what date that was?
Yeah, I can do that.
Instead of me looking around through my notes.
It's 10:28. Hopefully he's awake. If not, there was other people that were in the car I can call also.
What's the name of that guy? Eric. Northwest.
What up, Source? What was again the day that you got in that accident?
Sorry.
Yeah, you got the card? All right, cool. Okay. All right, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, everything's good. Where you guys at? Are you at school? You're in school right now? Oh, you started the business program early? Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm starting at the end of the month. All right. Well, I just wanted to know that. I'll give you a call a little bit later. All right. Peace. He says on the card it was the 23rd.
23rd.
The 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the day of the gas can incident. That was the first time you went to get her?
Mm-hmm.
So on the second time... Okay.
And that would make sense because it was around the same time, so that's why I would probably mock her about picking her up the second time.
All right, let me run back then to the... I just want to make sure that wasn't the 20th.
Okay.
Anything stand out in your mind? She stay overnight that night of the hot body?
Oh, yeah. Stayed over that night.
You say, oh, yeah. How do we know that?
Because I remember her being... The reason why she even did the hot body was because she got a little drunk that night, and she also ran my bar. She ran... Because I usually go in there, I'll usually go there early, like 7, 8 o'clock, order some food, make sure everybody gets there on time, like that's working, and have my tab open, Never actually run, never actually have a tab. I made the mistake of saying, you could buy a couple of drinks on my tab. Well, because to show it, I get my money for that night, and I got to use it to close the tab. So she spent like $60 on my tab that night. That's I can remember stuff like that. Because I remember, I got pissed about that one.
Is that the night she's in the blue dress dancing with a girl in the shorts there?
Yep.
That's 20th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 20th.
Okay. All right. So she gets a little tipsy that night.
Oh, yeah.
And runs up $60 on your tab, and she goes home with you that night.
I do also remember, we can talk about that. I remember conversations. Just remembered conversations, just bringing that up, to tell you the truth.
What conversations?
How she wants to, it was like, how she said that she was going to, like, really drunk conversations, like, how she was going to be a singer, how she could be a singer. Oh, how it changed, but she said she's like, you don't even know I can sing so good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It was more of just like me trying to get her to go to sleep and shut her up, and her just babbling.
Yeah. After you guys left.
Yeah, well, after I brought her back, we came back to my place, and she was drunk.
She had aspirations to be...
I have no idea if it was aspirations. It was just a drunken, randomness talk.
Well, along that note, every time that you got those times that she went to Fusion and worked at Fusion, how drunk would she get?
She never worked. She was just
Well, what I'm saying is, she managed the shooter girls. So when she was at Fusion, how drunk would she get? Is it
that was the night? That was the only night that she got drunk. Really. Other than that, she was. I mean, she had a couple beers that I saw. Like I said, I mean, I actually wouldn't be with her more than like a minute or two, because I was running around making sure that there's no fights, no one passing out at the bar. I kind of do what I do is I promote also, but I had the spot originally, so I brought in the promoters, I brought in the DJs and the entertainment. So I basically just make sure that everyone at VIP's okay, shot girls are doing their job, the bartenders are not getting harassed, and just down the lines of what a manager would do at a nightclub. So I was running around. I'm usually running around the whole time.
Busy.
Yeah, busy.
Not drinking, not partying. You're busy.
Never drinking at those places.
Does that look familiar? There's one of the guys maybe showed up at Fusion or partied there, a friend of hers. Ryan.
I mean, I've seen a ton of faces.
Offhand, though, does that ring a bell? Did he kind of jump out at you at all for anything?
Not necessarily, no.
That weekend of the 21st and the 22nd, after the hot body contest, that morning of the 21st, she probably sleeps in or what?
I would say so.
Nothing that really you can remember from that weekend?
Like I said, I just remember her being really drunk and the stupid conversation about her being a singer, and that was about it.
Okay. The 23rd. I know we talked about this over the phone. Now, you can remember actually driving her down to her, or tell me about that instance. She calls you over the phone, says I ran out of gas, I need to buy.
Right.
What time of day was that?
I think it's afternoon. That makes sense. I definitely was home. She gave me a call, and she told me to drive like you're just going to my place. Probably gave me directions because I don't really remember. She just told me to go down Chickasaw. So I took myself down Chickasaw, and I saw her walking towards her house on Chickasaw.
Good time to bring up a map, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. There's Curry Ford. Just give you a bearing. Curry Ford, here's Chickasaw heading south.
Right.
You go around that corner, here's the two churches over here, the high school is over here, the middle school is over here. This is where she lives. This is Suburban Drive.
It should be any of the subdivisions in this area.
Okay. Well, if you come out, you go to get the gas cans.
Oh, is this an old map? Because I know there's a subdivision that links to a bigger road, like a main road.
This links to Goldenrod, right up here.
Okay.
There's a traffic light. Where's the traffic light?
It's something that
traffic light.
Okay,
right
well, it's something that it could be actually this one, because I know it's a thing that she uses as a short. I remember her saying it used it as a shortcut, so it was definitely something that linked to another main road.
Okay. Do you remember if it was at the traffic light? Because there's a traffic light right there if you head back north on Chickasaw.
Is it just
Yeah, I believe the traffic light's going to be here. Let me go ahead and zoom in here for you.
Want me to also do like a street view?
That's what we're about to do.
So it looks like a wooded. Yep, it looks like a wooded area, and then you can make a left.
That's a traffic light right there. This is looking. You're now looking south. You're looking towards. You're driving her house.
That's driving to her house,
That's
right?
driving to her house.
From her house, you'd be able to make a left, right?
Yeah. Let me pull up a little bit here so you can kind of give it a good eyeball.